Thoughts are things. I mean, what an interesting concept, huh? What an interesting truth. A very hard truth. The thoughts are actually things. When I say I mean, they have a lot of different measuring machinery, and technology has been come so advanced that they can, for instance, determine through scanning, using a scanning machine, what whether it's a male and female of a baby, and that baby forming in the womb, being able to go past the body and everything else to the innards of the body. They've even done studies. There was one study they did called and I won't go into it too much, but it's called oh my goodness, crossed my mind here. It was where you have electrons flying basically in one direction. They're all normal. And it took an observer from the outside looking at the electrons. And the electrons, as soon as the person started looking at them, they basically split and they went all over the place. It's called the double slit theory. They've even done studies and they've even shown people have even proven that your eyes, whatever you're staring at, even people intentionally will look at something that it sends out small, tiny bits of electrons. Some people even consider it so strong an ability that a person can have. A person by thoughts connected with on the eyes can cause harm. And I've experienced that. I've had people come in my environment who would look at me, just look at what I'm doing, and everything just went totally bonkers, right? And it blows you away because I mean the whole concept about jinx, people who are jinxes and people who cause misfortune and bad luck, it's not it's not a theory, it's true because we're electrical. We're so electrical. Your thoughts. They did a study, and I think it was a Japanese study. It was decades ago where they had a bunch of students focus on a plant from miles away, and that plant began to grow more faster because of the direction of the thoughts. The thing is about thoughts in general, the majority of times we have it, we live with it. But when your thoughts are so directional, when it's one dimensional, when it's straight as an arrow, when it has an intention behind it, it can actually start aspect of creation. God goes on, he says, his entry says that a double minded man will never receive anything from God because he's unstable, right? So there's two aspects about being your mind's all over the place and you become unstable. But when your thoughts are directional, when they're so intentional, they have a focus to them. And that's why people got into it. And for a while, I doubted this. And even though in prayer throughout my life I've done it, I didn't realize I was, is where you get still and you begin to focus towards God, what you would like to have happen, whether it be through prayer. And by the way, getting on the topic and off at the same time is that people who have learned how to focus their thoughts and with their words are able to cause mishap. And that's what's called witchcraft, the occultic practice. And they learned to do this because God created man in his image. So think if you can focus, okay, really get into the practice of learning to focus every single day your thoughts towards all of the good and where you can be. Someone once said, if you throw your will over the wall, your body will follow. And it really is so true. The more intentional you become with your thoughts, the more apt you are to find the direction, the end result of where your thoughts are going. And it's just an inspirational thought to concentrate more on where you would like to be. and get the thoughts. The thing is too about thoughts is that you will discover, because some thoughts going to come into your head and it's not going to be your own. You can actually be entertaining thoughts of the environment without even realizing it. Yeah, that's where we get that term psychokinesis and so on and so forth. It's real. It's real. You are an electrical being, and really your brain is an electrical circuit. They've studied the brain and they've even measured it. It's electricity coming off of it. It's one of the most powerful, potent organs of your body. The brain is powerful. And when your thoughts are moving in a specific direction, your brain begins to form certain types of frequencies and information, sending out information to cause the effect by the cause of your thoughts. So I'm just going to leave you that with some inspiration that it takes practice, but it's a good practice to have. It beats allowing your thoughts to be all over the place. And that you sit down and you write exactly where you desire the life that you have to be. And as long as that life is going to bring glory to God, as long as that life, it means expansion, where you find in the expression of it, you're able to open up your arms wide. You're open to breathe, open. You're able to lift up your chin and smell the air and be like an expressive wind organ, a wind music machine, then God is going to be with you. And this is where he says where he honors a single mind, he says a double-minded man will not receive from him. Okay, but he said a single-minded person will. It's not that God is out punishing people for being all over the place with their thoughts. It's basically just a law. It's a rule. It's a principle. It can't be broken. It just simply is that the more directional you are, the more apt you are to have results. Okay, instead of just having your thoughts being all over the place, right? And another thing you will discover, the more directional you are, you will discover that the people who are all over the place around your life who are unstable, you'll be amazed how easy it will become for them to now focus their attention on you for the sole purpose of preventing you from rising. And it just goes to show that you can never, ever feel sorry for anybody, because people are able to level up. The problem with it, we got too many bottom feeders and we got way too many crab mentality people in the so-called journey of life. But then as you move along and you're going, you'll find you'll meet people who are of the same stuff like you, where you're going onwards, you're upwards and forwards. And when you go 2 or 3 minds that are focused and they're focused on the right stuff, and you join those minds together, it's a more powerful. It's way more powerful. Like a nuclear reactor, it's more powerful. So you all have a good day. And my inspiration today is guard your thoughts, put them into practice. Don't let them be. You're in control of them, and allow those thoughts to actually do the work, because that is something you've been given in life. It is a resource. It is a resource by which things happen in your life, your thoughts. Have a good day, and do like and subscribe.